Welcome to Kailash Parvat, one of the most sacred and awe-inspiring destinations in the world. Nestled in the Trans-Himalayan range of Tibet, Kailash Parvat is not just a mountain. It's a spiritual and natural marvel revered by millions. In this guide, I'll share everything you need to know to plan an unforgettable trip to this mystical destination, from the best routes and preparation tips to what you can expect on your journey. Let's get started. Kailash Parvat is located in the remote region of western Tibet, close to the equally famous Mansarovar Lake. This majestic peak, standing at 6,638 meters, is considered the spiritual center of four major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Baudd. For Hindus, it's the sacred abode of Lord Shiva. For Buddhists, it represents supreme bliss. Jain followers believe it's the site where their first Tirthankara attained liberation. And for the Baudd tradition, it's the center of their cosmology. What's fascinating is that despite its prominence, Kailash remains unclimbed. Its sacred status ensures that no one attempts to conquer its peak, preserving its sanctity and mystery. Reaching Kailash Parvat is a journey in itself. Depending on your starting point, there are a few routes to consider. Via Nepal, you can start in Kathmandu and take a flight to Lhasa or Simachat, followed by a road journey to Darchen, the base camp of Kailash. Via India, Indian pilgrims often take the route through the Lipulekh Pass or Nathala Pass. Regardless of the route, you'll need a Tibet travel permit and a Chinese visa. It's best to book through a certified travel agency that specializes in Kailash tours to ensure all permits and logistics are handled. The ideal time to visit Kailash Parvat is between May and September. During these months, the weather is relatively pleasant, and the snow is minimal, making trekking easier. If you're planning a spiritual journey, the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra typically occurs in June or July, attracting thousands of pilgrims seeking blessings at this sacred site. The highlight of visiting Kailash is the Kora, a sacred circumambulation around the mountain. This 52-kilometer trek is physically demanding but spiritually uplifting. The journey begins at Yamdwar, known as the Gateway of the Gods. The trek usually takes 3 days to complete, with overnight stops at Girupuk and Zutulpuk. One of the most challenging parts of the Kora is crossing the Dolma La Pass at an altitude of over 5,600 meters. But the breathtaking views and spiritual energy make it worth every step. Nearby, you can visit the serene Mansarovar Lake, believed to cleanse sins, and the mysterious Rakshastal, known for its stark beauty. Preparing for Kailash Parvat requires careful planning. Here's what you'll need: warm, layered clothing for the fluctuating temperatures, sturdy trekking boots, and a walking stick. Essential medicines for altitude sickness, pain relief, and general first aid. Snacks and energy bars for the trek, as facilities are limited. Physical fitness is crucial for this high-altitude trek, so start training a few months in advance. Also, don't forget to acclimatize properly before starting the Kora to avoid altitude sickness. A trip to Kailash Parvat can be expensive, but it's worth the investment. Costs can range from $2,000 to $5,000 depending on your route, travel agency, and duration of the trip. This typically includes permits, accommodation, meals, and guides. Health and safety are paramount. Ensure you have travel insurance that covers high-altitude emergencies, and always travel with a group for support. Kailash Parvat is more than just a destination. It's an experience that touches your soul. Whether you're drawn by its spiritual allure or its natural beauty, this journey will leave you transformed. If you found this guide helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow travelers. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more in-depth travel guides and tips. See you in the next adventure.